love yourself, baby, get this money. You can love yourself, baby, get this money. You can love yourself, baby, get this money. You can love yourself, baby, get this money. You ain't no track star, baby, so what you chasing on these niggas for? Little kitty, 4 flats and stacks, but can't afford Denny's. Now he really broke. How you ain't happy, but he bought Timmy's though? I know he blows, y'all don't talk, but now just listen though. You independent, baby. Strong, just live it, baby. Grown, you in it, baby. So tell me your issues, baby. I know to be loved by a man, know it feels good, but if he don't love you right, then it's still hood. And we don't want no ghetto ass facing patient for images, patentating, great in your hesitation for reservation. Niggas be super hating, great in they feelings, losing like villains. Ladies the trillers, women be winning, niggas know they trim. You fall back and I caught that, you run game and I get sacks, and I get sex and you scratch backs, and I touch down and you punt that nigga. I'm a good investment like realty, and you might wanna rock with a real G. Let's get this paper, baby. You don't need nobody but yourself, girl. Just keep pushing on. Hey, hey, hey. You don't need nobody but yourself, girl. Just keep pushing on. You can love yourself, baby, get this money. 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 Hey.
Yo, turn that off. We don't need no more music. We done. We done. I'm your host for the evening, Lamar Creation, your star of the show. I'm just joking. But right here we have Brianna. Brianna, just tell me what we just did right now.
I just pretty much demonstrated how women are soldiers and how you just got to really put your priorities in order. Love yourself. Get this money. So.
You're a little tired, ain't you?
I must say I am.
Okay, and now tell me, who was that doing that song? That was a really good song. Who was that?
That was Lamar.
That was Lamar. That was me. That was me. And who you represent?
Bloodline Entertainment.
Yes, we are the stars of the show, and I'm just joking yet again. But we had a great show for you tonight. We have a CODAJAI designer here today. We have a 14-year-old rapper who is also a part of that CODAJAI family. And as well as we have DJ L Genius on the ones and twos, you feel me? We can't get this party cracking tonight, you feel me? All right. So with that being said, Brianna, if you want to exit stage left. You want to exit stage left right here. And let's have that CODAJAI designer come up real quick. And as well as that, we got a real special performance for you at the end of the night.
What's good, bro?
What's good? How you feeling?
Good, man. How you feeling?
I'm decent. I can't complain. So tell me a little bit about your clothing design. First of all, what is CODAJAI?
CODAJAI stands for Chasing Our Dreams, Enjoying the Arts Internationally.
Okay. And where did you come up with that?
I came up with CODAJAI about 2007 when I was in college. And I was just thinking, sitting back just thinking, what I really wanted to do with myself and how I could help my family out and, help my community out and help the people out that surround me, Okay. Something, just bring something positive to the Inglewood area where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of gang banging. It's a lot of things that's going on, and it's not enough positivity going on in the community. So I feel like me doing something positive will inspire people who come from where I come from to get up and chase their dreams and do something constructive in life instead of gang banging and selling drugs and the usual.
Cool. Cause I got my CODAJAI shirt on. I see your brother. He just came up here. Ain't nobody tell me to come up. He just came up and he got his CODAJAI shirt on. You got your CODAJAI sweatshirt on. So, is it just shirts and sweatshirts? What else is it?
I have sweatshirts, t-shirts, hoodies, jackets. I can get custom stuff made for you: jackets, leathers, jeans.
You coming out with that joggers, right?
Joggers.
That's right. Here's your mic, baby. You'll see him in a minute.
He was on it. You see, he was ready for the spotlight. You feel me?
Yeah, you got to be ready. That's what time it is.
Absolutely. Okay, so we pretty much get anything that we want from CODAJAI, right?
Yeah, anything, man. Sky's the limit. I'm trying to take it over, man. One day at a time, one city at a time. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. And how do we find this stuff, though? I mean, I got mine, you feel me? But how can the world get this?
Y'all can find me on Facebook at King CODAJAI. You can also follow me on IG at King CODAJAI. Send me one day at a time, one city at a time. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. And how do we find this stuff, though? I mean, I got mine, you feel me? But how can the world get this?
Y'all can find me on Facebook at King CODAJAI. You can also follow me on IG at King CODAJAI. Send me friend requests. Send me emails. CODAJAI@gmail.com. You can catch me on there. If you want something, just I'll send it to you later on.
Absolutely. And just one more time for the people that's TiVoing at home, you want to turn around one more time so you can see that the name on the back of the hook. You feel me? If I got TiVo, you need to pause. If you don't have TiVo, that's a shame on you. You living in the Stone Age. You feel me? All right. Now, your brother, he was kind of ready for the spotlight. You want to tell me a little bit about your brother? He was kind of ready.
That's my nephew right there.
Your nephew, okay.
Yeah, man. My nephew, he up and coming, man. He got a real old soul, man. The stuff that he about to bring to y'all is going to be before his time. You know what I'm saying? He's a young guy. He got his mind right. He talking positive. None of that gang banging, selling drugs. We trying to get past that.
I'm tired of that.
We on a positive level. That's what we going with it. We trying to entertain the youth in a good way, in the right way, and show them the right way. You know, bringing back some of our history with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, because I feel like as a people, that's what we need, and that's the generation that's coming up now. They're not learning what they're supposed to be learning as far as our history. That's why so much chaos.
Now, I got a question for you really quick, because you kind of seem like you're a little bit more mature. A lot of people tried to come out with a more positive influence in rap, and it didn't work. Lupe being an example. A lot of people kind of sleep on Lupe. What do you think they need to do to kind of get those young people's attention and also spit that positive message?
Man, I really think they need to get out here in these streets, bro, and they really need to talk to some of the up and coming new artists that's out now, like Lil Durk and Chief Keef, and instead of talking about these young guys and voicing y'all opinion about these guys, y'all need to sit down with these young boys and really see where they come from and how they grew up and how the community is now, back from the 80s and the 90s when they was coming up and stuff like that. It's a whole different time, you know what I'm saying? And without those older brothers, you know what I'm saying, we look up to those. We have to look up to them to guide us, you know what I'm saying? So we all need each other. I feel like, in order for it to be peace in Chicago, we got to link up. Brothers got to do better.
Absolutely. So with that being said, you want to introduce your nephew real quick?
Yeah, man. Y'all be looking out for my nephew, King Ja, man. He up and coming. He about to come rock the show for y'all. So let's get it.
I'm Jamere Jackson, a Chicago artist, but my stage name is Ja.
Ja. Where did you come up with Ja?
Ja, it stands for Just Aim High.
I like that. If the camera didn't hear it, the audience also went, Okay, so what you going to be doing for us today?
Oh, I'm about to sing, I'm about to rap my 2 songs that I think is a more positive way of showing Chicago and what we have to go through as a people.
Okay, now let me ask you one question before you perform. What do you think about the term Chirac, since you're so positive about everything?
Well, the term Chirac came because we had more deaths than Iraq, right?
Right.
So I think that we can flip that around.
Okay.
Like we can go back to Chi-Town.
Okay, so you on that D-Lo type stuff, you feel me? Trying to get everybody. Okay. Well, let's see what you got then, all right? I'm going to leave the stage that you do what you do.
Self-made entertainment. Self-made rhythms. Ja. Shout out to Mr. Instrumental.
Let's get it.
They say, boy, you gotta do wrong if you wanna be on, but you know I'm gonna keep my hands strong. Don't gotta sell my soul to make millions and billions. DNA from my icon city. Never need blood from the innocent. May I vent? My city ain't always pleasant. Real metaphors, realest birth realest. Still got your minds twisted. Enough is enough. People need to listen. Even when it's cloudy, I still see the clearest. Somewhere we got off track. I'ma put the city on my back. They killing like it's an addiction. We need rehab to fix. They say, boy, you gotta do wrong. They say, boy, if you wanna be on. They say, boy, you gotta push bricks. They say, boy, if you wanna get rich. They say, boy, you gotta hold a tech. They say, boy, if you want some respect. They say, boy, if you wanna be on. They say, boy, you gotta push bricks. They say, boy, if you wanna get rich. They say, boy, you gotta hold a tech. They say, boy, if you want some respect. They say, boy, you gotta hold a tech if you want respect. Real hip-hop artists coming from the murder capital. 80 people get shot one weekend, that's factual. Person gets shot, it go right back to being casual. They act timid and suspicious once they have vocabulary like this. Especially from a kid in Inglewood, the hardest part of the hood. The mom did everything she could to make sure we was all good. Self-made, I'ma do it on my own. Common sense, I know right from wrong. I'ma stay self-made and strong. They say, boy, you gotta do wrong. They say, boy, if you wanna be on. They say, boy, you gotta push bricks. They say, boy, if you wanna get rich. They say, boy, you gotta hold a tech. They say, boy, if you want some respect. They say, boy, if you wanna be on. They say, boy, you gotta push bricks. They say, boy, if you wanna get rich. They say, boy, you gotta hold a tech. They say, boy, if you want some respect.
Ja, love for my city, love for my city.
Let's get it.
Who's supposed to be starving, dying, looking for a better way of living? We gotta make the neighborhood safer for the children. Unity and community is one of my commitments. That's why I try to be sensitive, because my generation, young, black, and gifted. Give me a computer, my set will never be shifted. I wanna be better than a stereotype, cause in my city you gotta fight for your life. You gotta pray just to make it through the night. Let's change the situation, not the freshest mics. KRS-One said it best. Knowledge can unlock any treasure chest. One good deed can have ample effect, especially lowering down grandma's stress. My words like a bullet, so strap it on your vest. Murder capital on your license plate. Well, any day somebody can decide your fate. Ain't no morning process, everybody just turn away. Just look at the murder rate. It's a homicide on Monday, Sunday the gun spray. Each and every day, it's trapping out the runway. I know we can change some way. With casualties, there's more crooks than graduates. Actually, I wanna see the guns off the streets and see more peace, and not make a friend time and time again and still say R.I.P. We live in a place where we hate our own race. A state of harmony is what we need to create, because the liquor store should be the favorite estate. Boys never pull up their pants, but always keep a 30 on their waist. We should stay as a family, my neighbors, my sisters and brothers. Still got love for you, living in Lakeshore Drive. Well, your son never survived, but I guess that's a regular Chicago life. To live with pain and strife, they shoot you for your dividends, rob you of your innocence. Let's make peace a commitment. CODAJAI, y'all.
Yo, what was that? What was that I just witnessed? What was that? What was that? Okay, first of all, before I even get to you, because I got a long list for you. Who's your dancing friend right here?
I'm Mr. Showbiz, the entertainer, a.k.a. The Truth. Yeah, man, I've been out here dancing for years, man, and hooked up with my boy. And man, it's been magical ever since then, man. I'm all about unity and all of that, and helping out the youth and stuff like that. So I put my energy in 2 cents in too.
I feel you. Now tell the world how old you are, first of all.
14.
14. The man is 14 rapping like this. I ain't started rapping like this until I was now. Man, good job. Explain that last song to me though. That really caught my attention.
Oh, that was called Love for My City. It was like really a description of basically my life and the life of every like teenager growing up in Chirac, as you want to put it.
Okay, now where can we find your music at?
You can hit me up on my Facebook page, or you can you can talk to my manager. Ingrid Jackson 466 at yahoo.com.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, good job. Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you, 1House, for letting me do my thing on your show.
All right. So you guys are going to exit stage left, and also I promised you guys a very special performance. So when I say very special performance, got a very, very special guest. His name is Maruricio. He's a head chef as well as an activist. You want to tell us a little bit about what you do? Let them clap for you.
How you doing? Well, I work for Livy Catering Company. I'm a head chef. I do a lot of traveling for different head chefs. I done did big events for the Ryder Cup. I've been California. I've been everywhere cooking.
Okay. Now you said you were activist as well. Now, what kind of activist work do you do?
Well, what we do, we over in Inglewood. I feed the homeless every Saturday. I'm the cook there, and it's called Bethsaida Missionary Church, and I'm with One Walk Ministry, where we get a community food, we shoes, clothes, everything. We all around Inglewood.
That's great. That's really great. Okay, now is there any way like non-profit organizations can like get in contact with you and maybe do some really good group work? Because I also work with non-profit organizations, and my father is a masonry, so they do a lot of non-profit work as well. So is there any way they can contact you, link up, maybe things like that?
Yes, they can go to One Walk, www.onewalkministry.org, and they can get up with us right there.
Okay, great. Now, is there anything else you want to share with us?
Well, like I said, we're trying to get back to the community. We walk the neighborhoods, and we're just trying to get back. We're trying to get back and just bridge the gap and just take the youth out the neighborhood, out these gangs, and just try to, if we just can reach one guy, we're doing our job.
Okay. And so you say Inglewood is your part, right?
Yeah, 57th and Sangamon. Yeah.
Now, do you have future plans on taking your work further than Inglewood?
Oh yeah, we on the west side sometimes. We north side. We all around Chicago.
Okay, and now what are your big plans for the future?
Oh well, we're trying to get a technology center. We're trying to get a food pantry. We're doing a lot of things. Right now we're trying to get our 501c3, and once we get that, we'll go from there.
Great. Thank you very much. Everybody, give him a round of applause one more time. At least we have one more performance for you guys. Let's get it. Bring me my chair.
Ladies the trillers, women be winning, niggas know they trim. You fall back and I caught that, you run game and I get sacked, and I get sex and you scratch backs and I touch down and you punt that nigga. I'm a good investment like realty, and you might wanna rock with a real G. Let's get this paper, baby. You don't need nobody but yourself, girl. Just keep pushing on. Hey. You don't need nobody but yourself, girl. Just keep pushing on. You can love yourself, baby, get this money. You can love yourself, baby, get this money. You can love yourself, baby, get this money. You can love yourself, baby, get this money.